You've heard all the hype. You've seen all the stories. Everybody's talking about Salesforce. What exactly is it? All you know is everybody says you can make lots of money and you can work from home. But what does that mean? And is it realistic for everyone to be able to do this? My name is Kristie Brown, and I'm in the same boat as you where I'm wondering all of these questions, and I'm trying to learn Salesforce, and I learn best by doing it and doing it multiple times over and over and then teaching it. So I'm recording this as a way to express my learning as we go along, and hopefully it will help you learn something. Salesforce is a customer relationship management program. It's a software where you can track all contact with all of your customers in one spot. So your sales team or anybody that is involved in sales, all of your data is stored in one spot, so you don't have multiple lists of your clients and who to contact, what their website is, all that information. You can set reminders and when you need to call clients. You can track tasks, or you can create events and invite your clients to them. This operates on mobile, so a tablet or your phone. And then you can use Chatter or Slack to communicate with all of your clients. Your support team has a way to track any issues that your customers are having. You can automatically assign and automatically respond to those support tickets. You can create a knowledge base to help your employees know how to quickly troubleshoot issues so that they can resolve and keep your clients happier. And again, you can use Chatter and or Slack to communicate with your customers. As a marketing tool is one place where you can manage all of your new leads. You can estimate time, money, resources on different projects. You can create campaigns and track them. They can be online or in person. And managers can then assign responsibilities to team members for certain leads, or you can set up queues or automatically assign responsibility. It's also a way to track and do analysis on your customers and the data that it provides. As far as data management, you have one place where you're managing all your data. You can import and export data, so you can bring data into the Salesforce system. You can take data out of Salesforce and put it into other systems. And you can also give customers access to various parts of the system so they can interact. So Salesforce is cloud-based. That means it can be accessed anywhere, and typically that means it's on a set of servers not located in your facility. There's different Salesforce clouds that can be purchased. There's a sales cloud, a marketing cloud, a commerce cloud, a service cloud, and a community cloud. And we'll talk about those a little bit more in detail. So when you purchase the sales cloud, you're going to have access to accounts, where you're going to be able to create accounts and track all of your clients. You can have contacts, so the people that you're working with at a company. Leads are potential sales that you want to track. Each company, when they do selling of products and services, they have what they call a sales path and different ways that the customer progresses through the sales process, and you can create those sales paths and track all of that in the Sales Cloud. You can also create marketing campaigns, which we talked about already, all the different marketing campaigns that can be used. You can track opportunities that come up that you want to give your clients. You can also create products to show items that you're selling along with price lists. And then Einstein is the artificial intelligence program that Salesforce has created to help automate a lot of stuff. So in the Marketing Cloud, they have the Journey Builder. This is a marketing automation solution from Salesforce that you create customer journeys through multiple channels. The Email Studio is a tool to help perform customized campaigns for your email marketing. Social Studio is a tool aimed at creating customized campaigns and turning your social media followers into potential leads. Mobile Studio is allowing mobile devices so that you can send text messages, you can push notifications, and do group messaging. With Audience Studio, you can capture data from any source and put it all in a single place and allow you to create content that is more appealing to your audience. Advertising Studio is digital advertising. So you can use it to manage your acquisitions, retargeting, and your alignment campaigns. Datarama is where all data can be accessed through a dashboard, shows your return on investment and your business growth. Interaction Studios, where you can visualize your customers' experience in real time and connect with them through any kind of interaction that we've already discussed. Data Studio is where you can discover your audience, acquire data, and take control of that data. It's also a way to help increase revenue. But data is valuable. Google developed a tool called Google Analytics 360. This will allow you to see all insights from your customers so that you can get a better understanding of what they do, what they're looking for, and helps you with some of your marketing. Pardo is a product that Salesforce started using mainly for business-to-business transactions, but it makes marketing automation easier, empowers your sales team to help close deals and make meaningful connections with your clients. There's also the Commerce Cloud. So the Commerce Cloud Digital is where you get a whole bunch of tools, mobile frameworks, different features, so that you can create a responsive e-commerce website. You can also set up mobile payments, searches, do different things to help people not want to abandon their shopping cart without completely checking out. The storefront reference architecture is an advanced framework where you can also build a professional e-commerce website in no time. It has pre-designed wireframes, different digital technology, and integrations to help you be successful with your web creation. The Commerce Cloud Endless Aisle is helping your customers when they're shopping. It gives them personalized experience, gives your team members access to that database and the information about inventory. Your customers can create wish lists and different special offers they can track when you have sales on the items that they want in their wish list. Commerce Portal is about building long-term relationships with your customer. It encourages you to engage with them, having them set up account portals. You can do loyalty programs and different things to track social media interaction with your clients. Order management, of course, is helping fulfill and deliver any orders, automate your payment process, manage returns and cancellations. And the Commerce platform has various templates, developer tools, and APIs, which you'll learn more about if you get into the programming. They say no coding skills required. You have to know still a little bit of programming on some of this stuff, but they're saying anybody can really learn how to set up all of this stuff. So the Service Cloud, you're going to get an agent workspace. This allows your customer service agents to have access to various productivity tools, do some analytics, and view customers in different ways. They also use case management to handle multiple cases across multiple channels, helping keep track of all their customers and their caseload. You'll see several of these that have knowledge management. You'll be able to create your own basically help file or knowledge-based articles to help your employees and or your customers so that they can troubleshoot or do things on their own without having to contact your company or support. Service process automation helps automate things using artificial intelligence. Omnichannel routing is used for cases and leads so that you can automatically direct them to certain employees based on their skill set, their availability. Again, a lot of this is customizable. You as a Salesforce consultant or implementer, you're going to be learning how to do all of this stuff. Service analytics are dashboards so that you have quick access to data. You can see reports, you can see key customer relationship management data, backlog analysis, case history, volumes, your employees' productivity, and some of their activity, all at a quick glance. A lot of these also have computer telephony integration so that you can make and take calls from within Salesforce, and all of that information is tracked. You can record calls, you can listen in on calls if you're having an employee that's having trouble and they need help responding to a customer, or if you're just training new employees and you want to see how they're doing. There's also macros that you can automate repetitive tasks. And of course, you can track your assets, and then under order management, you can track order history and your support history. And the Community Cloud is an online social platform where you connect with your customers, any of your business partners or employees. You can all communicate, you can share data, everything that you need to collaborate is all in one spot. There's different kinds of communities. So a customer community is like a self-service portal. It provides support and feedback, like your frequently asked questions, any kind of documentation that you want to provide, discussions that you have with other customers. It just allows you to share relevant information, create better customer experiences, and increase the engagement that you have with your customers. The partner community is specific for business-to-business organizations, so your sales team and resellers have access to data. You can collaborate in real time and hopefully close more deals. Again, you can manage your business, learn best practices, get support, and connect with other employees in a secure environment. And lastly, there's an internal community portal. It's for HR and IT. Again, all your employees can connect with each other. One spot for shared files, your knowledge base, your training materials, schedules, any kind of project management or organizational documentation that you need to store, and any announcements that you need to make. You can do it all in the internal community, keep it all in one spot. So you'll hear them talk about different versions of Salesforce, and there's two versions. One is called Classic, and one is called Lightning Experience. And you'll know that you're in the Classic because the app menu is going to be at the top right of the screen, where in Lightning Experience, you're going to have icons at the top right of the screen. Certain features are only available on Classic and or Lightning Experience, so you may be, if you can't get something to work, you can manually switch from one version to the other, or certain apps, you can have it jump to one version or the other. Now the important part that everybody talks about is you need to get certified in Salesforce. I'm going to suggest that you go out to salesforceben.com and look under his Salesforce certification paths. If you can see this infographic that he's created, it's really awesome, but it's also really large and kind of overwhelming. Can't get it on the screen for you to see everything, but there's different paths that you can take. Some paths there's prerequisites of certain certifications that you have to pass before you're allowed to take the next certification, and some of them it doesn't matter the order. This is kind of a suggested order, and if you also look at the big graphic on his website, it gives you an estimated time frame of how long or how many years of experience or months of experience that they suggest that you have before you take the certification exam. But you'll notice like the Salesforce administrator exam, most people don't have the 1 to 2 years of experience. Some of them, they'll say 6 to 12 months experience. People are still getting certified with 1 to 2 months of playing around in the trailhead playground, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. But again, I just suggest you go out to salesforceben.com and check this out. A little closer up on the pathways, again, different certifications. You can start out as an admin or a specialist. There's an architecture, a consultant, a developer, a marketer, and a designer. So some of the frequently asked questions that we all have. How much money am I going to make? Again, this is all going to vary based on your past experience and how many certifications that you get and what kind of job you're applying for. They say on average, most junior Salesforce administrators start out at $65,000 a year. But I've heard of people that have started out at over $100,000 a year because, again, their prior experience of what they've done in the past lends to what they can make in the future. And again, we talked a little bit on the certification from Salesforce Ben, where they give you an estimated time. Again, I've heard people that have done it in 2 months, and I've heard people that it's taken them 2 years. So everybody's a little bit different. It all depends on your life situation, so don't get discouraged if it's taking you longer. If you see a lot of people passing you up that started before you did or started after you did. Again, we all have our own life things going on. Just take it and do it as much as you can. Which certification path do you take? Most of the people that I hear about, they're suggesting that you start out with the administrator certification. But if you are already having experience, you're a programmer or a developer already for a program or for a company, then go ahead and start on those paths. Because again, when you go back to question number 1, how much money will I make? Some of these Salesforce developers are making $200,000 to $300,000 a year. I've also heard of administrator that are making $150,000 to $200,000 a year as a consultant. So again, pick the path that interests you. If you don't know what interests you, they just suggest you start out with the administrator. And I've also heard a lot of people say that it doesn't matter what path you take, everybody needs to learn the administrator because it's the basic foundation of how you support Salesforce. And it gives you a little bit of understanding and experience of what the administrator has to do on a daily basis. Where do you start? I personally started with the 5-day challenge. So if you visit talentstacker.com, they have a free 5-day challenge that they're going to walk you through how to log in, get started, kind of explain things. It just gives you a quick overview of what Salesforce is. And by the end of the 5 days, you're going to know whether or not this is for you. You don't really want to waste your time and spend lots of time and then figure out, I don't enjoy doing this. Once you're done with the 5-day challenge, they do have a program that is paid that you can join. You don't have to join right away, or you can join right away. Basically, what that is going to give you is a community. There's different study groups. They have an awesome build along that is recorded where you can start from scratch and build a complete organization from beginning to end. They've got areas where you can go and you can chat and talk with other people that are learning Salesforce or have been in Salesforce for years. After you've passed your certification test, they will also, if you don't have any experience with Salesforce, a lot of times people are finding it hard to get a job because they don't have any real life experience. They're going to put you on some volunteer projects and get you some of that real world experience to help you get a job faster. But again, if you can't afford that, there's people that are getting Salesforce jobs without going through all that. Again, if you take the 5-day challenge, they're going to walk you through where you need to go to trailhead.com, which is the actual free Salesforce training. So you're going to log in there, and I suggest that once you log in, get your account set up. They have what they call trail mixes. Search for the certification path to Salesforce Administrator. I believe it was 72 hours of learning. Again, it's all free. It's at your own pace. They walk you through everything. They have what they call badges. You'll earn a badge as you learn different topics. And they walk you through step by step on how to do things and as you earn these badges. Then they have a super badge. It's basically like your midterm or your final exam. They're going to tell you, here's the scenario, here's what we want you to do, but they're not going to tell you how to do it. This is your time to make sure that you've understood the concepts. And they don't always train on everything that you need in Trailhead before you start these super badges because they want you to be able to go back to the Trailhead, do some searching, try and figure things out on your own. And you may get to those and go, I don't have a clue what I'm doing. Trust me, you learn more than what you think you learn as you're going through these. The one thing everybody's suggesting though is so easy to take a Trailhead, read through it, follow their steps, move on to the next one. Get excited because you're making progress, but you don't have a clue. You don't remember exactly what you've done. So you may want to slow down, make sure you read everything, make sure you're understanding what you're doing and why you're doing it. It definitely will help when you get to these super badges and when you get to the end and you're ready to study and take your test. Salesforce Ben also has a lot of great material for you to review. Mike Wheeler is another person that has some content that's very good. He has study guides, he has materials on Udemy, he has videos that you can pay for. If you watch, a lot of these are going to go on sale. So, you can get some of these Mike Wheeler things for $10 to $15 when they go on sale. I highly recommend that you get some of these other things. A lot of people are saying they purchased like the Mike Wheeler videos or Daryl Moon or Francis Pendar. You can see some of those down below on Udemy. Everybody learns a little bit different. So some people said it was better to go through Salesforce, do all of the steps that they tell you to do in Salesforce, then go do Mike Wheeler and follow through and do his steps, or do, Daryl Moon or Francis Pendar. Some people like to do the Salesforce, stop after they've learned that particular subject, and then go to the Udemy course and watch and do that exact same thing again. Because again, for me, it's repetition is the best way that I learn. I personally went and I did the Trailhead first, then I went and I did the Mike Wheeler, and I have some Daryl Moon Udemy courses as well, because again, I can hear it. They each say it a little bit differently, and the more I hear it, then it kind of gets ingrained, and I'm like, oh yeah, different things click at different times. And there's also some free training from Caitlin Wynn on Trailhead. If you just go to the Salesforce website, she has a lot of free training out there as well, if you, again, can't afford to pay for some of these other courses. So I wish you all the best. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be adding different videos as I go along and try and learn different things. I'm hoping to sit for my test very quickly, so I need to review a lot of this data very quickly, so hopefully I'll be able to get a bunch of videos made.